Live from Young Harris College, just across the border in Georgia, it's Robbinsville Varsity Softball here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Good to have you with us wherever you may be tuning in here on this Wednesday evening.
To Young Harris on Young Harris's beautiful college campus. Tonight we are hosting Robbinsville High School against Copper Basin High School. We'll begin with the visitors from Robbinsville High School. Starting in center field, number 4, Ansley Fink. Batting second and playing left field, number 1, Brooke Turpin. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 2, Zoe Schuler. Batting fourth and playing first, number 24, Ivy Odom. Batting fifth and catching, number 3, Memory Frapp. Batting sixth and pitching for Robbinsville, number 17, Patience Frapp. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 20, Allie Ayers. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Hallie Anderson. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 12, Taylor Jackson. And the flex tonight playing third base, number 7, Claire Barlow. And now your starters for the home team, Copper Basin High School. Batting leadoff, number 24, Riley Hall. Batting second, number 3, Sydney Hickey. Batting third, number 4, Destiny Pittman. Batting fourth, number 5, Sephora Ross. Batting fifth, number 33, Channing Beach. Batting sixth, number 14, Zoe Green. Batting seventh, number 22, Brentley Beach. Batting eighth, number 13, Katie Kraft. And batting ninth, number 31, Lexi Jory. If everyone would please stand and remove their caps to honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Special shout out to Young Harris's head coach, Jesse Holmesley, for bringing you today's starting lineups. We are very privileged to be here with you from Young Harris College in Georgia, Robbinsville Copper Basin Softball. This is the finale. 3 games in 3 days, our spring break series here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Of course, Monday, the Lady Knights played at Western Carolina University against Inca before the baseball team hosted Copper Basin yesterday. Now we're set to go today from Young Harris. Be back with you next week as the rest of spring break will roll along in Graham County. The starting pitcher inside the circle today for the Lady Cougars is number 4, Destiny Pittman. And she'll be facing a little bit of a different look on the Robbinsville lineup card today. We'll talk more about that as the game rolls along. Glad to be spending this Wednesday evening with you fans from right here in Young Harris. And we are just about set to go. Leading off for Robbinsville will be senior Ainsley Fink. Fink steps in as we begin things here in the top of the first.
Leading off the top of the first for the Black Knights, center fielder Ainsley Fink.
So Fink steps in, and we are just about set to go here on YouTube. First pitch from Pittman will be chopped foul, 0-1. First pitch was fired at 5:59 p.m., and the temperature at first pitch is 73 degrees, so a beautiful evening for softball here at Young Harris. Pitch coming. Fink showed bunt, but pulled back, and it's a ball and a strike. Kevin Hensley with you for today's telecast. Very privileged once again to be bringing you Robbinsville varsity softball here on the Graham Star YouTube page. 1-1 from Fink will be slapped to the second baseman. Throw to first quick, and she will beat it. Fink can absolutely fly down the line, and Copper Basin just learned that the hard way. It's a leadoff infield single for Ainsley Fink. Brooke Turpin, the batter.
With an infield single, brings to the plate left fielder Brooke Turpin.
And Fink will go to second uncontested, so that'll be a quick stolen base. Fink in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the first. Robbinsville 10-2, 7-0 in the Smoky Mountain Conference this year, coming off a tough loss Monday to Inca. As Turpin drops a bunt, but it will roll foul. Fink will go back to second base. Pitch coming. And Turpin has to get out of the way of that one as Fink will slide into third, safe and sound. So it's another stolen base. 2 in this at bat for Ainsley Fink. And now a Robbinsville runner just one base away from getting the Knights on the scoreboard. That one will catch the plate. And it's now 2-2 on Brooke Turpin. Zoe Schuler will bat next for Robbinsville. 2-2 on the way. Popped up, and Pittman calls everybody off and will reel it in. One down here in the top of the first for Zoe Schuler.
Now batting the shortstop, Zoe Schuler.
So Schuler will step in with one away, and Ainsley Fink at third. That one will get away, and Fink's going to sprint home and score on the pass ball. 1-0 Robbinsville. That one is going to get popped up, and it will leave the ballpark right here behind us. Counts 1-1 on Zoe Schuler. Knights already have a run across. Ainsley Fink reached on an infield single, stole 2 bases, and then just came home on a pass ball here in the top of the first. Pitch coming, it will skip to the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Beautiful complex here at Young Harris. Very privileged to be bringing you this game, and want to give a special shout out to the softball program for allowing us to use their field today. As that one misses low and away. 3 balls and a strike.
We do, yeah. We have a sports information director, and then we have a couple of players to help out with as well. Especially
3-1 misses low, ball 4. So Robbinsville gets another base runner, and it gives way to senior Ivy Odom. First pitch misses. Schuler takes off for second and throws high and into center field. She's going to sprint to third and get there standing up. So give her a stolen base, and then an E2 will get her to third base. And Ivy Odom now with a 1-0 count, and Schuler just one base away. As that one misses low, ball 2. So Pittman struggling early for Copper Basin. That one fouled straight back. 2 balls and a strike. Lady Knights hosted Copper Basin on March 14th and defeated the Lady Cougars 14-1. So technically Copper Basin the home team today here at Young Harris. 2-1 gets away. Here comes Schuler. 2-0 Lady Knights. So that's a pair of pass balls that have proved costly here in the top of the first. Schuler batting now with a 2-2 count. And she ropes it to third base. Throw to first will be in time. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And it will bring up the catcher today. Yes, I said catcher, Memory Frapp.
Now batting the catcher, Memory Frapp.
As we mentioned earlier, things a little shuffled around today. Memory Frapp catching for the first time since she was 8 years old, I was told before the game. So this should be an interesting evening for Frapp behind the dish. Her older sister Patience is pitching. And it's only Patience's third start of the season. Of course, Memory normally the number 1 gun for Robbinsville. Pittman's 1-0 will be fouled back and land in the woods back here behind the softball complex at Young Harris. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 on the way, and Frapp takes it outside. 2 balls and a strike. Robbinsville has already struck, as we mentioned, a pair of pass balls that scored 2 runs for the Lady Knights here in the top of the first. And that one will be popped near first base. Play will be made, and that will do it, but Robbinsville gets on the board quickly. 2 runs across. We'll head to the home half of the first. 2-0 Robbinsville. Bottom of the first, as we welcome you back to Young Harris College. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Lady Knights already up 2-0 against the Copper Basin Lady Cougars. Leading off for the Lady Cougars is the shortstop, Riley Hall. And the first pitch she sees from Frapp is going to get hit to right center field, but Big Red, Hallie Anderson will reel it in. 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the catcher, Sydney Hickey.
And catcher Sydney Hickey will now step in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Robbinsville starter today. That is Patience Frapp inside the circle for the Lady Knights. And that one will get grounded to shortstop. Zoe Schuler drops it, fires high, and it will be an E6. So 1 out. And Hickey reaches. Schuler tried to recover it, but just could not snag the ball. And Pittman, the pitcher, will step in. Courtesy runner is in the game for Copper Basin. We're trying to track our number down. I believe that is number 99. That is Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall is the courtesy runner at first.
For Copper Basin. And the batter now is Destiny Pittman. Patience Frapp 2-0 this season when getting the nod for Robbinsville. First pitch she sees is going to get hit to left field and into the corner. We've lost it. Sorry about that. Coming back in. And looks like Taylor Hall will score. And just like that, 2-1.
With an RBI double, Grayson played first baseman, Sephora Ross.
So Sephora Ross will now bat in the cleanup spot for Copper Basin. 1 out, and they've already got a run in. It is 2-1, Lady Knights. First pitch to Ross will be fouled off to the left-hand side of the batter's box. 0-1. And that one is just a little bit high and inside. 1-1 the count. Patience Frapp just barely missed the strike zone there. A ball and a strike. That one also inside, and we'll get away from Memory Frapp, so that will take Pittman to third. Score a pass ball. So the Cougars are battling here in the bottom of the first. Down 2-0 early, and they've already got one of those runs back. As Ross swings through that one, makes it a 2-2 count for Patience Frapp. And that one is fouled straight back. And the count hangs at 2-2. Lady Knights will enjoy the rest of the week off after this before resuming action next week with a pair of home games, both in the Asheville area, one against Asheville on Wednesday, and then they will face Inca on Thursday. And that one is going to get chopped straight to Ivy Odom, who will tag the bag for the second out here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the third baseman,
Canning Beach will now bat for Copper Basin. Two out, 1 on here in the bottom of the first. Oh, misses low and inside, ball 1. And that one also misses inside. 2-0 count.
We're at Metro. Okay. Yep. I went to Kennesaw State. Okay. Yep.
Coming. Swung on and missed. Beach took a good cut there, and 2 balls and a strike. The sister battery today, Patience inside the circle, Memory behind the plate. Two 2-1 coming. Fly ball lofted to left field. Turpin misses it in foul territory, so onward we roll. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 coming. Outside. Count runs full. Full count offering. Right in there, called strike 3, and that will do it, but the Cougars get one back As we head to the second, it is 2-1 in favor of Robbinsville. Stay with us here on YouTube. Top of the second as we welcome you back to Young Harris College. And Patience Frapp will be the batter for Robbinsville. Lady Knights leading 2-1 as we welcome you back to the Graham Star YouTube page. Your exclusive home for Robbinsville athletics, streaming all season long and beyond. Destiny Pittman back out for inning number 2 for the Cougars. On the first pitch she tosses will get away from Sydney Hickey, 0-1. Pitch coming, misses, 2-0. Frapp rakes that one through. Clean as a whistle, leadoff hit for Patience Frapp here in the top of the second. That will bring up second baseman Allie Ayers, the birthday girl, to the plate.
Number 8, Abby Adams, is the courtesy runner for Frapp at first. Now batting the second baseman, Allie Ayers.
So Abby Adams will run for Patience Frapp. And Allie Ayers back up to the plate. Good to see her back on the lineup card today. First pitch. Way outside, ball 1. And Allie Ayers swings and misses through that one high and away. Counts the ball and a strike. And I believe Abby Adams is going to scoot up to second anyhow. E2 will get her to the second base. Check out behind the plate. My apologies. Is Riley Hall had this backwards up here in the press box. That's my mistake. Has his 2 balls and a strike on Allie Ayers. Pitch coming from Pittman. I will catch the zone and a snap throw back up to the shortstop, Sydney Hickey. Two. Foul straight back to the backstop. And Abby Adams will hold at second base. In the on-deck circle for Robbinsville is number 5, Hallie Anderson. Just joining us, it is 2-1 Robbinsville here in the top of the second. We are in our second college game of the week, or at a college campus, excuse me, as we are at Young Harris. That one will be popped up to the second baseman, and they will reel it in. That is Brentley Beach making the play for Copper Basin. And a P4 erases her one away.
Now batting the right fielder, Hallie Anderson.
Hallie Anderson now steps in, 1 down and 1 on for the Lady Knights. Bunt. Nothing doing. Adams will hold. 1-0 the count. And that time Anderson tries to drop it, but it's fouled straight back. 1-1 the count. One bunt, and it will drop that time. Good to go. So Anderson will move her over. Adams at third now with 2 away. And that will bring up the designated player today,
Now batting
Taylor
the
Jackson.
designated player, Taylor Jackson.
Taylor Jackson, a sophomore for Robbinsville. First pitch she sees is going to get fouled right behind the press box. And the count is 0-1.
We've got, I think we have one junior, 2 sophomores, 8 seniors. Everybody else is freshman.
That one in there, 1-1 the count now with 2 away on Taylor Jackson. Abby Adams at third. We're almost through the lineup card. That one gets away. Adams will sprint home, and she'll make it standing. So another passed ball and another run for Robbinsville is 3-1. And Jackson went out bat with nobody on and a 2-1 count. And that one is going to get chopped up the first baseline, and the battle of the bag will be won by Copper Basin. But the Lady Knights get another one across. Abby Adams charges home on a pass ball. Bottom of the second on the tap. 3-1 Lady Knights. Top of the third on tap. It is 3-1 Robbinsville. So we welcome you back to Young Harris College here in Georgia. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Apologize for the brief interruption. Lost our signal for just a moment. We're back up and running now. And we're back up to the top of the lineup card. Ainsley Fink will lead off for Robbinsville. 3-1. All 3 runs for Robbinsville have came on passed balls today. Fink drops a perfect bunt. They'll have to get quick to get her out. And she will be, I believe she's going to be out. The umpire never actually signaled. And that pitch to Turpin will be blown away. Fink was out 2 unassisted as she apparently stepped out just a little early. It is 2-0 on Turpin. Destiny Pittman back out for her third inning of work for the Lady Cougars. That one catches the plate. 2 balls and a strike on Brooke Turpin.
I'll turn to mine.
2-1 will miss just a little bit inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Zoe Schuler were to bat next. (3-1) chopped in front of the plate. That's a playable ball, and it's a wide throw. So the E2, they might have had her as a bang bang, but she will get. And the throw to third will be there in plenty of time. So Turpin got greedy on the base path and unfortunately flagged out at third. And that will be the second out of the inning for Robbinsville.
Now batting the shortstop, Zoe Schuler.
Should be an E2, E6, and then that would have been 8 to 6 to 5, yep.
And so it goes 2 errors and then a fielder's choice, 6-5 to flag down Miss Turpin at third base. Batter at the plate is Zoe Schuler. It's a 2-0 count. And Schuler has to step out of the way of that one. 3-0. Pitch to Schuler. Low and away, ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk for Zoe Schuler. And Ivy Odom will now bat for Robbinsville here in the top of the third. Schuler on, 2 outs. First pitch, low, ball 1. E6 will plate Schuler and is 4-1. Robbinsville is still searching for their first RBI of the game. And Memory Frapp will now step in with Odom at first and 2 gone here in the top of the third. That one gets away. Odom will scoot to second base on the wild pitch. .1-0 offering on the way here from Pittman. And it's wide, ball 2. We've had some defensive changes. Taylor Hall is catching now for Copper Basin. Got to keep track of the rest of them here in just a moment as Frapp grounds that one to the shortstop. Throw to first will be in time, and that will do it. But another run comes home for the Lady Knights. An error plate. Zoe Schuler will go to the bottom half of the third inning. 4-1 Robbinsville. Bottom of the third as we welcome you back to Young Harris College. Robbinsville leading 4-1 over the Copper Basin Lady Cougars. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page. First pitch that Riley Hall sees, ropes it to center field. Ainsley Fink quickly fields it. And they're going to hold Hall at first, but it's a leadoff hit for Hall. And that's how Copper Basin begins the home half of the third inning.
Sydney Hickey.
Sydney Hickey will now bat for the Lady Cougars, trying to get some runs going here as Robbinsville's got 4 up. First pitch she sees, though, is going to get popped up. Odom calls everybody off and makes the play. Hall holds 1 away.
Now batting the pitcher, Destiny Pittman.
And Pittman will now bat. And the first one she sees hit to center field. Fink will reel it in. 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting the first baseman, Sephora Ross.
And Sephora Ross will be Copper Basin's last opportunity here in the bottom of the third, unless she can get on. And the first pitch she sees is going to get popped straight up. Memory Frapp makes the play behind the plate. And that will do it. That was a quick bottom of the third. We'll go to the fourth. Robbinsville still leads 4-1. Patience Frapp will lead off another inning. It is the top of the fourth, and it's 4-1 Robbinsville here on the Graham Star YouTube page. Frapp led off the second inning with Robbinsville's their second and only hit so far in a leadoff spot. Check that, Fink had one in the top of the first. But the Knights only with 2 hits, but 4 runs. No RBIs so far for the Lady Knights. Of course, they have scored all 4 runs on 3 passed balls and an error. 4 total today for Copper Basin. 2-0 count. Frapp puts a loft on that one, and it will go to deep left field, and it will be missed in the outfield. Frapp will turn the bag and go to second. Leadoff double for Patience Frapp. Will have to hold. Allie Anderson now will bat for Robbinsville.
The right fielder,
Abby Adams at second base. Courtesy running once again for Frapp, who has singled and doubled today for the Lady Knights. And the first pitch is going to miss. 1-0 the count. One away here in the top of the fourth. Robbinsville leading Copper Basin 4-1. And the pitch popped up, and it will go foul near the press box. Jesse Holmesley thought about making the play, changed her mind, and it's 1-1. That was going to get away from Taylor Hall. Adams will go to third on the pass ball. One and two on Anderson. And that one caught the outside corner of the plate. Strike three. That raised some eyebrows in the stands. Two gone. And Taylor Jackson, the batter.
The designated player, Taylor Jackson.
Each team with 3 hits today. Robbinsville leading 4-1 as Taylor Jackson steps in. First pitch she sees is going to be fouled back. And Corrine several skips around. Think everybody's okay. Fan from Blairsville, Georgia made the play right here below us. 0-1 the count. That one fouled off. Hits the net. Quick 0-2 deficit for Jackson. Oh, 2 check swing, and looks like she held off. 1-2 the count. Almost back to the top of the lineup. Ainsley Fink is in the on-deck circle. That one skips to the plate. Adams holds. Good block by Taylor Hall to prevent another run coming home. Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. Hall just saved another run. Pittman getting a little bit wide here in the fourth. Pitch is going to get fouled back and hit the net. Counts full on Taylor Jackson as she continues to battle here in the fourth.
Yeah, I actually never heard that, so yeah.
Fly ball down the third baseline, and it will leave the ballpark. Jackson will head back to the batter's box. I call her Sunshine. Taylor Jackson, always with a smile on her face. Great kid. She is a sophomore for Robbinsville.
It's an illegal pitch, so it's a ball in the batter. Now, I say that. There's very
3-2. And that will catch strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pittman looking. And they will strand a runner here in the fourth. We'll go to the bottom half of the inning. Robbinsville still leads 4-1. Channing Beach will lead off for Copper Basin as we welcome you back to Young Harris College. Robbinsville leading the Lady Cougars 4-1. First pitch to Beach is swung on and missed. 0-1. Zoe Green, who's singled to lead off the bottom of the second for the Cougars, will bat next. That one chopped to third baseman Claire Barlow. Throw to first in time. Barlow getting the start today over in the hot corner with Frapp inside towing the rubber.
Now batting number 14, Zoe Green.
And Zoe Green will step in. Pitch coming. Swung on and missed. 0-1. It did. You're right. Yep. One misses a little bit high and away. 1-1 the count.
Girl at shortstop's a sophomore. Seniors on the right side.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count.
Everybody in the outfield. Remember, he's normally our pitcher. She's catching. She's a sophomore.
That one misses outside. Counts 2-2. Brentley Beach will bat next for Copper Basin. One outside. Count runs full. 3-2 on Patience Frapp. Yeah. 3-2 chopped down the third baseline, but it will go foul. Barlow will scoop it up. Actually, Turpin will. Check that. Well, we got a special moment. We always got to give a shout out to our loyal fan base out in Oklahoma, the Frapp clan. So, Bubba, Abigail, Emma, Kenna, and Sarah, thank you guys for tuning in and broadcasting our game for all you great fans out in Oklahoma. It's really good to see the sister-sister combination today inside the battery. And that one is a call, strike 3. Green will sit down on Frapp's third strikeout of the game. And Brentley Beach, the batter.
Batting, the second baseman, Brentley Beach.
Nobody on and 2 out. Copper Basin trails 4-1 here in Young Harris. First one misses, 1-0 the count. Popped up. Schuler will make the play, and that will do it. It is a 1-2-3, bottom of the fourth for Patience Frapp. We'll go to the fifth. Lady Knights still leading 4-1. Fink up for plate appearance number 3 here in Young Harris. She is 1 for 2 today. Infield single led off the game in the top of the first, and then she unfortunately stepped out of the box a little bit too early in the top of the third. Her third chance to jumpstart the Robbinsville offense, and she swings and misses at the first offering. 0-1. Destiny Pittman back out for Copper Basin for the 5th inning. And Pittman gets her orders. Pitch coming. Popped up. And Hall can't get to it. Reaches the backstop. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 swung on and missed. She chased a high one, and that'll be a strikeout for Pittman. That's 3 in a row that Pittman has set down by way of a strikeout.
Now batting the left fielder, Brooke Turpin.
And as a matter of fact, that's the only 3 strikeouts Pittman has today.
That's it.
Turpin up with 1 out. And she takes the first one low, ball 1. That one just misses. Hall tried to frame it. Did not get the call. 2-0 the count. On tap. Inside and upstairs. Ball 3. And the 3-0, taken inside, ball 4. Turpin on, 1 out walk for Robbinsville.
Now batting the shortstop, Zoe Schuler.
So Schuler steps in with Brooke Turpin, another speedy runner for Robbinsville at first base. And that one misses. Snap throw back to first, a little bit high. Turpin was a little bit off the bag, but she's able to get back in time. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Hit to the shortstop. Maybe a double play. No chance of that. Schuler was already out in right field by the time the ball got to first base. So a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted to erase Turpin. 2 gone for Ivy Odom.
Now batting the first baseman, Ivy Odom.
Schuler's still on base path, and as you've seen today, she can fly. That one misses. Ball 1. Schuler again takes a bag. That is stolen base number 3 for Zoe Schuler today.
Very good. You must have a score. Something like that. Not exactly the score.
That one grounded in the hole to second base. Throw to first will be in time, and that will do it. Robbinsville strands a runner. Once again, we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-1 Lady Knights. Katie Kraft, the left fielder for Copper Basin, will lead off as we enter the bottom half of the 5th inning. Robbinsville leading 4-1 here at Young Harris College. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star YouTube page. We are your exclusive home for Robbinsville Athletics, streaming all season long. Patience Frapp back out for inning number 5 of work. First pitch grounded right back to her. She'll backhand it to first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting the catcher, number 99, Haley Hall.
So Patience Frapp has retired the last 5 batters on 5 pitches. Zipping through these middle innings here this afternoon. First pitch to Taylor. It's a ball and 2 strikes, or excuse me, no balls and 2 strikes. This is the longest at bat.
Now batting the shortstop, Riley Hall.
2 outs for Riley Hall as Copper Basin back up to the top of their lineup. And foul. And that will do it. Anderson reels it in down the foul line. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Patience Frapp. Top of the 6th on tap. It is still 4-1 Lady Knights. Top of the 6th as we come back to you from Young Harris College here in Georgia. It is 4-1 Robbinsville over Copper Basin. Leading off, Frapp sees is swung on and missed. 0-1. That one misses wide. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Memory Frapp. We're in the 6th. Robbinsville leads 4-1. Score has held since the top of the 3rd. Frapp pops it up. And second baseman will reel it in. That is Brentley Beach making the play for the Lady Cougars. And it's one away for Patience Frapp.
Now batting the pitcher, Patience Frapp.
Pitch coming. And it will be a strike, 0-1. Taylor Hall has a little bit of trouble holding on to it, but reels it back in. That one roped to third base. Throw across the diamond will be in time. And 2 gone now for Allie Ayers.
Now batting the second baseman, Allie Ayers.
Allie Ayers 0 for 2 today. She has popped out and flown out her 2 plate appearances. And that one misses inside, ball 1. Allie Ayers, officially an adult, just turned 18 today. Another one of the 8 Robbinsville seniors this season. Very talented group. And that one's going to get popped up again into the outfield, and it'll be reeled in right field. That will do it. So it's a 1-2-3, top of the 6th for Robbinsville this time. But the Lady Knights still lead Copper Basin 4-1. Stay with us here on YouTube. Sydney Hickey, the batter, as we come back to you live from Young Harris College. Bottom of the 6th on tap. It is 4-1 Robbinsville. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this is our finale in 3 games in 3 days, the Spring Break Series here on YouTube. First one is grounded. Ayers stretches out but can't make the play. And it's going to be a leadoff called a hit for Sydney Hickey.
Now batting the pitcher, Destiny Pittman.
Robbinsville leading 4-1. Pittman to the plate. Hickey at first. And that one roped through the hole at third base. So Copper Basin peppering the infield here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 pitches and 2 hits.
Now batting the first baseman, Sephora Ross.
And Sephora Ross will come up now. Copper Basin has the tying run at the plate here in the 6th. Throw to third will be in time. So they have tagged out Hickey. She is caught stealing 2-5. And that is the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Destiny Pittman still at first, so Copper Basin still has a chance to do some damage here, but they've got 1 out now. Ross comes up empty, big swing and a miss. Copper Basin has out-hit Robbinsville today 5-3, but they trail 4-1. That one chopped hard down the first base line and foul. And the count is 1-2. And the pitch will be high, 2-2 on Sephora Ross. Pitch coming, swung on and missed. And that is a strikeout again for Patience Frapp.
Now batting third baseman, Channing Beach.
And that one caught. Did it catch the plate? I believe it did. No, it did not. Okay, 1-1 the count.
Has she walked anybody? I don't believe so.
I'm going to foul straight back, ball, and 2 strikes.
No, she hasn't.
So no walks today for Patience Frapp, but 5 strikeouts. Copper Basin only with 1 run across on 5 hits. That one swung on and missed, and that's strikeout number 6. Frapp will jog to the dugout and receive some adulation from her peers. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Robbinsville is still in control of things. It's 4-1 here at Young Harris College. Hallie Anderson will bat as we begin things in the last inning. Score holds, of course, here at Young Harris. Nobody's played a run since the 3rd. Robbinsville well on its way to its 11th victory of the season. And Anderson chases one down and away, 0-1 the count. We'll have a pinch hitter for Taylor Jackson up next. It will be Sarah Gibby, who is the normal designated hitter for the Lady Knights. That one wide. Anderson doesn't offer that time. 1-1 the count. One coming, and Hall tries to stop it, but she lost it behind the plate. 2-1 the count.
This girl this is the same picture. Yeah, she is. I'm pretty sure she was one with Basin. I think she, yeah.
2-1 coming, and Hall did her darndest to frame that one. 3-1. And the 3-1 catches the plate. 3-2 the count.
Did not catch the plate. I promise you that ball. What? I'm sitting right behind you.
Sarah Gibby will now pinch hit one away here in the top of the 7th. And Ainsley Fink back in the on-deck circle. She will bat next for her 4th time today. Gibby with her first plate appearance. Sarah Gibby hit a grand slam at Swain County just a couple of weeks ago. Another senior for Robbinsville. That one misses. 2-0 the count. And Gibby gets a piece of it, but it's popped up. And Pittman misses it. So it will be an E1, and Gibby will stand on first base with one away here in the top of the 7th. Pittman had a beat on that and just could not snag it. And Ainsley Fink will step in. We may have a courtesy runner, and we do.
No, it's not a courtesy.
My mistake. It's going to be Claire Barlow, who's actually the flex today.
Claire Barlow, the flex, is now running for Gibby at first base.
So Barlow will get to run today. That's her only appearance on offense. Of course, she is the flex, has been manning the hot corner today for Robbinsville.
Now batting the center fielder, Ainsley Fink.
Barlow has some speed over at first. And the first pitch to Fink, slapped down the line, but fielded, and a quick out that will advance Barlow to second. So if Robbinsville's offense is going to keep rolling along here, they're going to have to depend on Brooke Turpin to do it. I believe they're going to pull Turpin. Check that. Millie Knight having a discussion with the home plate umpire. And it looks like the pinch hitter is Liz Carpenter.
Pitch hitting for Turpin, number 22, Liz Carpenter.
Carpenter, a freshman and the starting catcher for Robbinsville most of the time, gets a chance to hack away here in the 7th. And the pitch is roped, but it is.
Water sound? I do get the water sound.
And it goes into the creek. I believe, if my geography is correct, that is Brasstown Creek that it just splashed into.
Crane Creek. No, not Crane Creek.
Crooked Creek?
Cripple Creek.
No, it's
Get a check on the geography. Sorry about that. We'll get it right in just a moment.
it's Corn Creek. Thank you, Sam. Corn Creek.
Corn Creek. That one pops up out of play. Thank you for your help on my horrible geography skills. I appreciate it. It is 1-2 on Liz Carpenter. Pitch coming. So Brooke Turpin will re-enter after being lifted for the pinch hit appearance from Carpenter. And Zoe Schuler will now bat.
Brooke Turpin will re-enter. Now batting, number 2, shortstop, Zoe Schuler.
And Zoe Schuler will now get a chance to extend it as Robbinsville has plated. And I believe that we may have a conference inside the circle here.
Yeah, that's who she was pitch hit.
Not sure if it's going to be the end of the day for Pittman or not. For all you Lucasfilm fans out there, the Grand Imperial March being played right now. Followed swiftly by the Jeopardy theme. I believe they got everything sorted out. Pittman will remain toeing the rubber. Still only 3 hits today for Robbinsville, but they've got 5 runs on Copper Basin's 6 errors. No RBIs for the Lady Knights today. Turpin will sprint to second. So it's going to be a stolen base for Brooke Turpin.
Big run out there, Zoe.
And it is 0-1 on Schuler. Oh, 1 high and away. 1-1. I did not touch it. I'm not touching the chair. It's just falling.
I'm going to play clumsy.
It's just happening. Hall stops it. 2 balls and a strike.
You want this bench? I mean, I can slide it over.
No, it's all right.
Don't even sit on it, buddy.
I didn't be saying
What's it? Oh,
it. 2-1, swung on and missed, and it's 2-2.
Two balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Probably.
No, it's 2-2.
How is it?
Yeah, she swung at first. Yeah.
And Schuler steps out to compose herself. Back in there now. 2-2 coming. Popped up A mile high to right field and out of here. Well, misses as well. Ball 2. Wide, ball 3. Got the dimensions, 200 down the lines and 210 to dead center. Just been confirmed on ball tracker, 215.4 feet on that homer by Zoe Schuler. As Odom draws a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting the catcher, Memory Frapp.
And it looks like Memory Frapp coming up. May have a pinch runner coming in for Ivy Lou Odom. And it will be Christina Jenkins, courtesy running.
The pitch runner for Ivy Odom at first base.
For Odom. And still 2 outs. Robbinsville now leading 7-1. Zoe Schuler just launched a 2-run homer just a few minutes ago. That one skips and gets away. No doubt where Jenkins will be. She's going to trot to second on the wild pitch. Frapp pops that one up down the left field line, and it will drop foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Memory Frapp. We're in the 7th. Robbinsville now leads 7-1. They've played at 3 here in this inning. So Copper Basin got some work to do when they come up in the bottom half of the inning. That went off 2-1 on Memory Frapp. The pitch is careened down the first baseline, but right in the glove, and that will do it. But Robbinsville gets some more across. 3 score, including a 2-run homer from Zoe Schuler. And the Lady Cougars' last chance is on tap. It is 7-1 Robbinsville. Zoe Green is due up.
She's there. Thank you.
Looks like we've had a couple of changes to the card.
Number 0.
So 00, that is Sarah Collis, is going to be in the game for Brentley Beach in the pinch hitter role. And Olivia Harris will bat for Katie Kraft. So the 2 pinch hitters coming up back-to-back. Here in the 7th, first pitch to Allie Ayers will be caught. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And Sarah Collis will step up with 1 out for Copper Basin.
Sarah Collis is hitting for Brentley Beach.
And the first pitch she sees, she takes low and away, ball 1. Patience Frapp on her way to her 3rd victory of the season. Great performance today, no walks and 6 strikeouts. Copper Basin has been held to 1 run on 5 hits. Great pitch by Frapp. 1-1 the count. Chopped foul. And it will get away from Memory Frapp, but she'll reel it back in nicely. Ball and 2 strikes. Sun finally beginning to set behind the mountains here in Young Harris. 1-2. Chopped high. Allie Ayers will field it. Throw to first. Plenty of time. 2 gone. And the last hope for Copper Basin is Olivia Harris.
Pitch hitting for Kraft. Number 7, Olivia Harris.
Hey, Sam, I asked about Dr. Ball's.
And Harris swings and misses at the first pitch from Frapp. 0-1. As we mentioned, Robbinsville will not play again until next Wednesday, a road game against the Asheville Lady Cougars. And then they will take on Inca the next day in Candler against the Sugar Jets on Thursday. Chopped foul. Quick 0-2 deficit on Harris. That one careened through. Harris got a piece of that and crept it through the infield. So it's a 2-out hit for Copper Basin. And we'll have to get the lineup card figured out. Looks like Taylor Hall is supposed to be the scheduled batter. Harris at first. And we may have a courtesy runner, or excuse me, a pinch runner for Harris. And it will be Katie Kraft coming out of the dugout to run.
Katie Kraft re-enters to run for Harris. Now batting, number 99, Taylor Hall.
First pitch on the way. And it catches the zone. 0-1. That one flipped straight back. 0-2.
Struck out, swing, he'd say, sit down.
0-2. Chopped foul off of Memory Frapp's helmet. Well, went straight in the air.
Yeah, Ronnie Duncan, he's great.
Patience Frapp down to her last strike, looking to get out of this one with 1 run on her score line. Of course, she's surrendered 5 hits, but has struck out 6 Lady Cougars this afternoon here at Young Harris College. Called strike 3. That is your ball game. 7 strikeouts for Patience Frapp today as Robbinsville closes out a 7-1 victory over the Copper Basin Lady Cougars. Once again, we want to give a special shout out and thank you to Young Harris, as well as the head softball coach Jessica Holmesley, for allowing us to set up and stream today, keeping us company up here in the press box. And we will see you folks next week for Robbinsville softball. Kevin Hensley saying, have a good evening, everybody. Your final score again, Lady Knights 7, Lady Cougars 1.